Yeah, English I learned at the beach while I was surfing,
Is it?
catching up.
Oh, you learned it.
Yeah, I learned English at the beach when we're surfing. Hey, that's my wave.
First words, get off my
Hey,
way.
get off my wave. Yeah. So this is Padma area.
Yeah.
Usually this is the furthest I go. I surf bit in Legian because the waves are really good. There's certain time that the waves are pumping in Padma. Pardon?
This is your hood.
Yeah, this is pretty much my hood.
Have things changed around here a lot over the last?
Yeah, the traffic. That is that is the first. You notice the traffic is really bad, and it's growing up. Seeing the changes in this neighborhood is something.
Yeah.
But eventually you grow and grow. You have a family, and it's time to move.
You either have to change as everything changes and you move with it.
Yeah, true. Yeah. I'm fully 100% agree with that. Of course, everybody have to change. If you want to grow, you gotta change. If not, you're stuck in that environment. You become my caddy for today.
Akung, how long have you known him?
I know him from kid. We grew up together.
Good guy.
He's the best.
Like
He's
a
the
brother,
man.
like a brother.
Yeah. He's a smart guy. Number one.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good. Is this progress a good thing? Because I think you're a positive person and you rather think positively. Is there some negative side to this growth?
Yeah, of course, everything there is negative and positive. You have to see it in the positive. If not, if you're stuck in a negative way, you're not gonna grow and you're just gonna stress out yourself, You grow and things change in your environment, doesn't fit you anymore, so you have to move on.
Yeah.
Find an environment that you're comfortable with, like the environment helps you to grow, and you're willing to change that, you become a better person, Yeah, that's the thing, it's a good thing is, of course, for the economy of the local, it's good. Everybody have a job, everybody working. But if you want to grow, you have to,
You got to keep moving, changing, and staying positive.
Yeah.
Akung.
What can you tell me about Akung? How long have you known him?
I know him since, I don't know, as long as I remember, maybe more than 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah. we grew up in the kind of same area. I think we know each other from surfing, and that's how I honestly watch Akung grown like switch at his old house, and building up all that. He's from the scratch. I was there, and yeah, since then been loving switch.
In a sentence,
Yeah,
how would you describe him?
Mr. Sandwich.
Mr. Sandwich. It is the local board riders club at Legian Beach. It's a beautiful Sunday, and we're going to catch up with Akung and his crew. So you're a filmer?
Huh?
You're a filmer?
Yeah.
Videographer?
Yeah, I film, I make movie for Hollywood. I do everything.
Really?
Yeah. You know that movie, Fast and Furious? Yeah, I shoot them. Yeah. I'm just joking.
No, I mean, just roll with it, bro, because like the people are going to believe you. Shoot it on this Canon, yeah.
No, I shoot on my iPhone 4. He's a good guy, helping out community a lot. He didn't make the cut to the shooting of the Fast and Furious, but he's okay. Yeah.
Kaylani Johnson, how you doing?
The waves look super fun and I can't wait to get out there. I made it through. I don't really feel like I felt like I was just warming up, but I made it through. So until the next one.
Yeah, it was a tough one, but had fun with the boys.
Yeah, I saw one or two. You tried a nice big air there.
Yeah, that's all the thing I try out there.
360 air.
I don't do turns.
We have from mainly
Australia.
a lot of Australian and Japanese, Chinese, Korean. We got we pretty much. I think we are one of the first boat rider in Bali that open to not just a local Balinese people that only can join the boat riders. Well, back then that's what happened, and then we started this boat riders, and yeah, we pretty much like open to anyone that want to join, and it's just it's all about togetherness, like get together, surf, and yeah, spend time with your good friends and having a good time,
All right, welcome back, guys. This is Black Dog TV, whatever you want to call it. We are here in Legian Beach, Padma. What's happening right now is the surfing community by all the boys. We call it LBC, represent. And the wave is so fun today. The sun is shining. Look at that.
Oh, that is my little fluff. How about that?
Kitchen of
Headquarters of Switch.
yes, my operation. What's up?
Got it. Operation Switch. So is this like your administrative hub, and also, or is it just purely supplies here?
Yeah, I have a little office
Okay.
and the kitchen, and we just start doing the bakery. Yeah, like I said earlier, F&B is not. I don't have the education. I don't go to school to learn.
F&B? Formal.
Food and beverages. Yeah. So this is I only learned it like what do you call? Yeah, exactly. Nobody taught me to do this. Just learning as we go.
You're a brain hustler.
Even until today, I'm still learning. Never stop learning.
That's a good attitude.
Hello, mate. How are you? Good, thanks. Have a good one. Halo, selamat siang. Welcome to our humble kitchen. So this is where they process everything. Office.
And this is Akung's wife.
This is my
I'm
lovely
Avanti.
wife.
There we go. You can talk into that.
Okay. Hi, I'm Avanti.
Avanti, nice
Yeah,
to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And this is your hero, your
Yeah,
husband.
my husband Akung. Working
amazing.
here with my
Amazing.
husband.
And he's got you doing. I'm the same, eh?
Yeah.
You're doing the numbers.
Yeah,
The numbers.
the account.
The boring bit. Someone's got to do it, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about Akung? He's gonna leave now.
Amazing person. So lucky to be with Akung. He's such a family man. Yeah.
Amazing. You got a beautiful daughter as well.
Yeah, I've got one daughter.
Awesome.
4 years old.
Good stuff. Thank you so much. Appreciate
Thank
it. Thanks a lot. She had nothing but good things to say.
So okay, this is I'm blessed having her too. My partner.
Yeah.
You know, in life you have a
Everything.
partner, ice and water and fire.
Yes.
You know, balance.
And this is your old house, right?
This is our old house. Used to be a dirt road, and when rainy season, this used to be empty field. Like it get flooded, and we swim with a boogie board and with a surfboard. Everybody like all the kids around the hood like come and like, yeah, this is a good times.
And this tree,
This tree.
like how old did you grow up here?
Yeah,
From
grow up.
being born.
From born, yeah.
And so this tree, how big was it? Can you remember it being really small?
Probably like,
Was it ever like down there?
I think a bit top there, but it's not as high as this. This is like, you can see it's double, like your heart.
So it must be like 60,
But-
70 years old, this tree.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Mangoes.
Mangoes, man.
Farming and
This,
pick the mangoes.
the mango is this type of mango, the best for fruit salad. You
yes,
know
green mango. Pickled
the
mango.
spice. Yeah, this is the best. And people around the hood, this is the only mango we call it in Balinese poh gadang. Poh gadang, the type of the mango.
Yeah.
And people only use it for to make spicy fruit salad. You know.
Yes.
So every time it's harvesting, all the neighbor like come gather like, oh, let's get with a big long stick like poking around like, man, like many people before the traffic, and of course, you know.
Absolute pleasure to be here in Bali. Not only Bali, but in your back garden.
Yes, sir.
A treat to meet your wife, your crew down at Legian Beach the other day. It seems to me that you've got a strong community, and it's very apparent that your community are appreciative of you, and you're a sort of like a pillar, a foundation of support to your community.
Yes, of course. Try to do my best for the community, like you give back kind of thing. And growing up there, it's a big part of it. And seeing when I was growing up, like none of our brothers, the older brothers, would take care of us, like kind of like they just really don't care. Like making a comp, for example, like giving us like the opportunity to build the like in the surfing world, like and from there, you learn like I want to be better than that. I want to give better. So from there, like it's pushing me a lot to give better and to do better for the next generation.
It's interesting what you said there. You mentioned that you grew up in an environment where you weren't given a lot of support from your peers or the older guys, right? Was that in the local area? Yeah. Did you grow up here?
Yeah. I'm born and raised in Legian, and like the culture, same like anywhere in the world, like especially we like as a, what do you call, like outsider, you know, like my mom like just arrived in Bali like in the late 60s, early 70s, and then I born there, raised there, but they still like, you know, like treat me different.
We're going to keep reaching for our abs because as beautiful as this scene is, it is pretty warm. So we have to dab ourselves every now and then, and that's just how it's going to be throughout this interview. Cool. But if you were a naughty boy, did they give you a hiding with a stick?
Man, you get beat up by a stick, you get by eraser, you know, like the bean like thrown
at you.
Yeah, like clean the toilets, like, you know, like how we brought up. Like
that's how we got brought up.
Yeah.
Do something wrong, you go to the office, take the cane, 3 or 6.
Yeah, basically, like that. You know how we were brought up.
Yep.
And yeah, what happened is just in the environment of friends, you know. Through friends, it's a lot of, it's not like not trauma, but it's made me who I am today. You know, like when I grow up, like I have a not bad friend. I wouldn't say that because they make me who I am today, and I'm blessed with that. A lot of regret things, of course, but yeah, I don't want to say like, you know, like I don't want to feel like that. I want to be like, no, I'm a solid guy because of that, you know, and that's I appreciate a lot. Yeah, with everybody, whoever. Yeah.
So what you're saying is you're describing a scenario of learning where others let you down.
Yeah.
And taking life's challenges and doing your best. Hello, kitty. And doing your best to make sure that you create a path for you and your community or the people that you can influence that is very different to the one that you experienced.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay. It's I mean, that's a very noble way of approaching life. And I think that it shows because I immediately got a sense of that from your friends, from the community. It's a very noble endeavor to try and right the wrongs. What oftentimes happens is that we tend to fall into the same patterns as what our parents or our grandparents kind of enforced or the community enforced upon them.
Yeah. I agree with that.
So it's a challenge, right?
Yeah, it is. That's why, like, once you learning something, and then if you experience in that, you know, like in that whatever you experience, and then you have a loop, either you out of the loop and grow, become a better person, or you're gonna stuck in that loop and you don't learn. You know what I mean? It's like so I'm blessed. I'm really grateful, and I'm super lucky I can grow with that. You know, like I see that as an example. I don't want to be like that. I want to be better than that. Same like in my family, you know, my family life. Like, yeah, my dad left when I was 4 or 5, and they separated with my mom, and my mom been the rock bottom, like been really the strongest one, and she brought me. Yeah, she really supported me from I did really terrible things when we were kids, you know, and she always there, and yeah, I'm super blessed to have her. But yeah, like that, like I don't have the connection with my father in that way. I'm blessed also. I can learn from that, doing better for my daughter, you know, like that's why like family is really important for me. Like I don't want my daughter, my wife to feel like what I've been through, you know. I want to make the best out of this and make the best memory with them, you know.
Again, it's something I'm sure that many people can resonate with and understand that if we've had a tough upbringing, it's good to be able to examine what went wrong. And if you're at the same point in your life now that probably, your parents were when they had you as a young child, as is the case with your daughter, it's decisions that you make now that ultimately affect her trajectory in life, and which affected your trajectory in life. It just so many times doesn't happen that the person has the fortitude that you have to be able to just muscle through, and then also have the ability to decipher right from wrong. We hear so many cases where it always keeps going wrong because they fall back into that same cycle as the parents, So that's great. I mean, and then you mentioned doing terrible things as a child. I mean, can you elaborate? What are some of the things that you got up to?
Oof. There's a lot of terrible things, but
I mean, you say terrible, but I mean, you didn't burn buildings down and steal cars.
maybe worse than that.
Oh my goodness, Akung. Okay, all right. Maybe I shouldn't have asked that question. I'm just gonna lie on the 6 failure. So, would you say that you were the way you were largely due to the fact you didn't have a father role model?
Yeah, maybe also that is my thing. Like I go that way because I don't have my dad beside me to guide me, like I don't have somebody to, hey, that's not good, like what good, what bad, I didn't know. What I have, like a bunch of crew that willing to do anything to, like gang, like they want, they like protect me, and I feel like maybe that's why, like I feel like, I can do anything, we can do anything, like together, we're a solid crew, back when.
Yeah, they were that male brotherhood that that every young man needs at a critical point in his life, essentially.
Yeah, true. And actually, I never see it that way until now, like. But yeah, again, I'm blessed. Like I did that like when I was that age, and still there is no phone, no viral, like so. Imagine if I did all that now, like
you'd be on camera everywhere,
and would be thrown in jail. Like oh my god, don't understand. Like so much bad things that we done. Like it's really bad.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah,
Akung was a naughty boy.
I was, yeah, like. My friend, even my good friend now, like he told me, like, man, when we were kid, like I'm afraid of you, like I wouldn't
mess with you.
Yeah, like stay close, like I don't feel safe. Stay close to you. Like I was like, man, am I that bad? But yeah, apparently I am, like. But yeah, again, like made me who I am today, and a lot of regrets, of course. But again, a lot of like, I'm blessed, like like. I've done that, and yeah, I'm still alive today, and I can be a better person for people around me, especially for the community. That's why, and of course, my family, like my friends. And again, that's why I wanna give back to the community, like how I grow up, like brought me, like. And I want to give the best for them, like building the boat riders and stuff, like give the place for them, support them in the surfing industry, like. And also, yeah, Rizal. I met Rizal, like after, before I do all this thing, like get into the surfing industry. Through Rizal, actually.
Okay, Rizal Tanjung.
That's why Rizal Tanjung is one of my role model. Like he
like one of the mentors.
Yeah, mentor.
Yeah, that you could aspire to kind of. He's done a lot for the Indonesian surfing community,
Yeah,
and just general good vibes for the Indonesian people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. After that all happened like with my after elementary school, after
Yeah.
I quit school,
Yes.
and then try to finding like what I want to do, who I am, in that kind of that time of life.
You were trying to find yourself.
Yeah.
Your sort of like groove in life, what you wanted to, because now you're kind of coming out of that naughty boy phase, realizing that you're just repeating over and over again, and you're not going anywhere.
And that's where my mom like really supporting me like a lot, and send me to try to send me go back to school, even different island.
Okay, take you away from the bad element.
Yeah.
Okay.
But somehow this like a magnet, like every time I have holidays, keep coming back to the same.
Okay.
Keep doing bad things and naughty things. But keep happening until when I was 18, 19. And then I met Rizal, and I would start working with him. And working with him in the shop, in one of his shop. And then from there I learned like, need to do something with your life, like, like business. And I started learning how to do retail, like shirts, making like my own company, like small company. But I started doing that, and then I met a lot of people through him, and working in the shop, like meeting a lot of different people. And then I got the chance, I go to Australia and working there, and again, like I don't know what I was gonna do, so I worked any type, like painting, like cleaning toilets, cleaning rooms as a
Before we talk about this, because this is very interesting what you're telling me, but assuming that you linked up with Razel due to your love of surfing. So when did you start surfing?
Oh, when I started surfing, maybe when I was maybe 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
How we started is pretty funny. Like, Bali back then it's kind of hard to get a surfboard. I got like really solid crew, like 5 of us. We're like, okay, let's try to learn surfing, but where do we find surfboard? And then there's a board rental at the beach. We all chip in 1,000 coin each, okay, let us rent your surfboard. And then there was we bunch of kids, so like okay, so we take turn one surfboard, we take turn like one wave after another, like 5 of us. And then after that, my mom see it, so try to find a surfboard and end up getting this soft tops. I really remember the soft tops, like covered. I don't know, back in the day it's like different kind of soft top. But anyway, like from then I just keep surfing, slowly surfing until that's how I knew Rizal. I knew like like all the surfing Petit the guy, Pepen, like Ball, like all the legend TP, like all the legend. And then I got a chance. I went into surf competition and stuff. I go around Indo a bit, travel, and this is and then I get closer to Rizal, and then at the end, like, oh, you have a job for me? Like, yeah. I met Rizal's what do you call, like, area manager, or that look after his shops. And then I asked him, like, do you have a job for me? Like, yeah, of course, come to the shop. And then like ended up there in one of his shop. So
it seems to me that, like, even prior to, okay, we're going to get onto your being an entrepreneur, but prior to all of this, you've always seemed like a bit of a hustler and like a bit of a hard grafter. Like, you're not afraid to work and you've got a strong work ethic, and that you've got this natural inclination to want to do business, to want to, and it's all about people and about interacting with people and communication with people. But ultimately, you've got to actually get up and do something to make business, right? And to become, and what you're describing now, asking, being proactive to say, like, have you got a job for me? What can I do? You mentioned going to Australia. You were willing to do whatever in Australia.
Yeah.
Clean toilets, work in factories, do whatever.
Yeah.
Knowing full well that that's not what you were going to do for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
It was a stepping stone.
Yeah.
But you still had to do it.
Yeah.
Because at that time, you needed money.
Exactly. And you need, because, I'm not well educated enough, like in the school. I'm not good at school. So I like it or not, I have to, this is the only way to learn, try everything. Like you like something, you don't like, and you keep trying until you find. Like I never thought that I'm gonna end up in the F&B, in this kind of business, like making sandwiches and stuff. Like I never thought, like,
Why sandwiches?
why sandwiches? So there's the time that I back and forth to Australia, and of course Australia, you eat sandwiches a lot. And then when I come back, in our crew, we always get these sandwiches from this one place. Only one place. No, there's two places that a bit like gourmet, like expensive for us. Like, man, every time we go there, like we always like, complain about the price.
In Australia?
No, in Bali.
Okay.
In Legian.
Okay, got you.
Sorry. And yeah, we just complain about the price and the size. Like, man, we need a good sandwich shop. Like. And then, 13 years ago, almost 14, we decided, okay, I had a partner, like, okay, let's try to do this. And till this day, I fully remember, like, the first sandwich, the first meal that we sold. This one guy, Australian guy, came like, can I get bacon and egg and fresh orange juice, please? And then we like just behind the counter, we're like looking at each other like, what are we doing? Like, okay, let's just fry the egg and bacon, check it in. And we're like, okay. And then we're like, I never had this experience before behind the kitchen, working, something super new for me. And then we're just like, okay, let's give it a try. And then like from there, we're like, okay. Yeah, until today, still growing.
13 years ago.
13 years ago, almost 14 now. March.
So there was a clear moment where you said, you know what, we've got an influx of tourism coming into Bali.
Mm-hmm.
Because largely due to, and I must just say this, the warmth, the friendliness, and the welcoming spirit of the Indonesian and Balinese people. I must just say, having experienced this firsthand myself, and everyone who comes here can attest to the fact that the Balinese people are some of the warmest people and welcoming and hospitable people around.
Yeah.
And because of that, the popularity of Bali in Indonesia has grown exponentially over the last decade, more so than anything else, like Australians visiting, because it's so close. Yeah. And part of our staple diet in the Western world is carbohydrates, sandwiches, bread, and you spotted that gap.
Just, it's the right timing, Yeah. Like also, I believe, like, everything, there is a time, like, time will tell, like, when your time is, it's just the universe gonna show you. Like, you're just here to, what do you call it? Just
work with it,
adapt, and
and
do the best you can,
It feels right.
Yeah.
you say that? That kind of describes it. If it feels right,
Yeah.
and then the bottom line and the balance sheet is also moving in the right direction,
Yes.
then you know that you're on the right track.
Yes.
Do you know when sandwiches were first invented or where they come from?
No.
Have you ever? Well, being a purveyor of sandwiches, don't you think that you should brush up on your sandwich history?
Yeah, should I? But yeah, I don't have a clue.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
Apparently, the Earl of Sandwich. So they reckon that this guy, John Montague, the 4th Earl of Sandwich, around about 1740, they don't say that he necessarily invented the sandwich, but what they say is that he probably popularized it by suggesting, while he was gambling with his friends, and he was getting hungry, and he didn't want to leave the table, he said, just put a piece of beef between 2 pieces of bread and bring it to me. And apparently, because of that, the sandwich became a popular thing.
Oh, really?
Apparently, that's how the story goes.
Oh, wow.
But then there's so many stories of, prior to that, and I'm sure this happened across Asia as well, where, they use bread as like a base, so like an open sandwich, and then they'd put meat on top of it.
Yeah.
But there's a formal sort of like recorded story of John Montague, the 4th Earl of Sandwich. There is a place called Sandwich, the 4th Earl of Sandwich. And believe it or not, I was at Los Angeles airport a little while ago, and they've now created a franchise called the Earl of Sandwich.
Oh, yeah?
And it's their family, 4 generations now, that have recreated this brand around their great-great-great-great-grandfather,
Wow.
Mr. Montague.
Interesting.
And now you are part of the sandwich empire. Interesting.
Yeah. Wow, I never heard about this.
Yeah, John Montague. This is the Earl of Sandwich.
Good to know. Thank you for the history lesson.
You're welcome. Bali has a really strong, not just Bali, but Indonesia has a really strong connection to their religious beliefs or their beliefs. How does that strong beliefs and the amount of ceremonies and traditions that you have, how do you balance that with being a businessman and entrepreneurship? How do the two work together?
Well, yeah, to be honest, like I said before, like I'm not a really religious person, but I believe that we just have to keep it balanced in everything, what you do, and ceremonies and religion and stuff is yeah. I don't know how to answer that, to be honest. But for me, we always like try to support our family, that the workers. We always support them, like if they need time off for ceremonies, especially in Balinese, there's a lot of ceremonies, and we always support them. Give them like the time that they need. And for myself, yeah, like I said, like I celebrate everything, so in that way, yeah, just keep it balanced, I guess. Yeah. Does that answer your question?
The only reason I asked that is because for so many people out there, especially in the Western world, we probably don't see as many ceremonies, traditional ceremonies, as what one does here. And I just wondered how that impacted, you running a business. And I think you explained it quite nicely, that you're just very balanced and supportive of the traditions, of the people and their belief systems, and then what they need to do to keep that happy work-life balance, in place.
Yeah, as long as you can, support them and keep everything balanced, they will be happily like, stay with you. Like, yeah, we have this employees now. Yeah, it's our family. We have him for 12 years now already, and we have another guy already 10 years with us. So we have
Loyal employees.
Yeah.
Tourism is a massive part of sort of the growth of Bali. How do you see this playing out over the next 10 years? Because we've seen, and I think we spoke about this on the beach the other day, we've seen a massive increase in foreign investment, positive knock-on effect for you and your business, because do you think it's only going to get busier, or do you think there's going to be a tipping point, there's going to have to be a balance that takes place?
Yeah, of course, 100%. It's right now we just still learning, like this is the what do you call the cycle is too fast, for us, like, to understanding about tourism, like, like, and a lot of people use that as I wanna be rich fast, this is the instant rich, try to, like, selling the land or become a business partner with the bully, like. And
when you say the bully, are you
bully?
Oh, the bully, is that
Bully.
okay? The bully
is a nickname for tourists. That
okay. Is that the nickname for the tourists? I'm a bully.
you're bully,
Yeah.
tourists,
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if we don't control that, and of course there's good and bad, like,
Yes.
good people get easy to get work around the area, and
Yep.
like, it's good for the economy. And I'm not sure how we're gonna end up, like what happened in Kuta, like during the COVID. It's really like ghost town, like it was like developing like too fast. They built like big clubs and hotels and stuff, and then all of a sudden that happened, pandemic, and then until today it's not going back how it was, like, and that you can see like empty buildings, like empty clubs, like everywhere. It's like it's not a nice, feeling. If you go past this, feel like empty. It's like, yeah, but again, like everybody want a piece of pie, like, so that's also like you can't control that, like, everybody wanna, it's just a hustling, like, and they see that gold mine, of course they want to be part of it. But
well, there's a new law that's being passed very soon, I believe, that it's going to curtail and put an end to, for a length of time, building of new hotels and villas in certain parts of Bali, correct?
Yeah, I heard that too. But law always can bend, like, money talk. When the money talks, you're like, law is.
But the only reason I bring it up is because there's been such an exponential growth in Bali, and it's a hot topic at the moment, I think, on a lot of people who are just coming here for a holiday. And especially, as a South African, you travel quite a long way to get here, and it literally is paradise. The people are amazing, the people are warm, and I think that one's strength can also become your weakness. When you're so warm and so welcoming and so easy to be around.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, sometimes these sorts of personas get taken advantage of. And one can almost sense that's kind of what's happened in a lot of places.
Yeah. In Bali, especially right now, it's happening. But a lot of people now just start the waking up, like, oh man, like, as a Balinese, we can do this, like.
Yes.
And in my generation now, especially, start like, hey, wake up, raise up, let's like, we can do this, let's start something, start business. And also that is big part as for me myself, like, guiding them, the community, you know, like bunch of my friends, like they're all like, for me, the younger, you know, like in the board riders in the community, bunch of them like it's like my younger brother, you know, like, and I always try to guide them, like, okay, hey, you have to do this, let's do this, build something, you know, like do something. It's for your own sake, you know, like
Take advantage of the current climate.
don't let anybody take that, you know.
Yeah.
It's yours. So you should do it.
Yes.
Like, yeah, you know, everybody are different. Everybody they have their own way.
Yeah, it's good that you're encouraging people to be cognizant of the fact that they, as local people, have a right to make the best of the situation.
Yeah.
You know,
100%.
when it comes to Vast and the brand and what it stands for. Firstly, how long have you been connected to Vast?
Maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
And through Rizal again, introduced me to June at the beach. That was after COVID. During COVID or after COVID, I forgot. Anyway, Rizal approached me. Hey, Kung, you have to meet this guy. Like, we want to bring this brand to Bali, Indonesia. And like, okay, let's have a look. And then catch up with June, and we ended up into the family until today. And I really love this part because most of surfing brand, like lifestyle, like they only pick like a certain category, you know, like, oh, are you good at this? Okay, we like, you know. But Fast is like very wide, you know, like very like
Inclusive.
Yeah, it's like it's super blessed to be part of it.
Yeah, there's such a varied amount of different personas that form part of the Vast family, and you quite rightly say that the focus is not just blinkered on surfing. It really is inclusive of so many within the community.
Yeah.
And it ultimately is not just a surf and lifestyle brand, but also an urban and street brand.
Yeah.
So many of us don't have the luxury of living near the ocean, but we can still enjoy what the brand stands for and its ethos and its connectivity to sustainability, you know?
Yeah.
You know, what does surfing mean to you, and how has it shaped you as a person? The act of surfing, being in the ocean.
I don't know. I never thought about it that deep, you know. Surfing is always like just you hear a lot of this, like, you know, you feel free, you feel like you do whatever you can, and it's like just freedom. Surfing for me is like networking, you know. It's like connect me to a different people, different group of people, you know. It's like a language, like, you know, like a brotherhood with it's just everything in there. But you know, if you look deeper, it's like, I don't know, it's like something special, you know. Surfing connect you like with everybody. And I'm blessed knowing surfing, like get to know everybody, got to know you through surfing, you know.
I think as someone who works hard and who hustles, like the metaphor with, well, not so much the metaphor, but just the crossover of with surfing, you're a results driven person, and I think that if you put in hard work, you expect to see results, or you expect to feel joy from the results. And I think that's what, you know, what surfing does for so many of us, is that you work hard when you're surfing, physically, mentally you're thinking about waves, but the net result is inner joy. So it's a result. You get a result from it. You get payback. you know, and that's what you expect out of life, you know. Put the work in, put your head down, and you graft. Then you expect to see something. And I think maybe I'm putting words in your mouth, but I think that
Thank you.
I think that it does that for me as well. You know, we come away with something, not necessarily physically from a monetarily point of view, but from an inner kind of like satisfaction.
Yeah.
Being someone who motivates people by your community spirit and the way in which you give back support in whichever way, what advice would you give to a young man who's in a very similar position to what you were when you were a young man? What advice would you give them if they wanted to become an entrepreneur?
Advice, just give it a try, you know, like whatever you're doing, like you have to give it a try. And a lot of people gonna give you advice, this, that, this, and it's not gonna be the same, you know, like your own life, your own way, your own result, and like only you know how to do it. And the only way to do it is you have to keep trying until, like for me today, this is not the end. I might, you know, like I'm setting up a farm right now. I might become a farmer one day. But yeah, just keep trying. That is a new thing for me, you know, like nobody taught me that. Nobody guided me, but just keep trying. And when the time is right, you will be above everything, and you'll enjoying the result, you know, like, yeah, just don't give up and keep trying. Whatever you're doing, to try something new. You don't like this, try other things, keep trying, you know what I mean? It's like,
But I think you've got to be smart about it. I mean, you spotted a gap with the sandwiches because you knew that a bunch of people who come to Bali enjoy sandwiches.
yeah,
You're starting your farm growing avocados, knowing full well that there's a high demand for avocados.
that's true.
So there's
You have to also see,
yes,
if there's a gap,
yes,
and you just squeeze in
that's it.
as soon as possible. Don't talk about it. Don't think about it too much. Just do it.
Because part of that success is knowing that it is like a pretty good bet, you know, to put your time and energy into it because you've spotted a gap kind of thing.
And also, you know, life is sometimes you up, you down.
Yep.
I had my business, closed down my business, you know.
Was that a very low period for you?
It's just learning, you know, like learning. I don't wanna bring me down, you know, like that is just part of.
But how were you feeling at the time?
At the time, of course, you don't feel nice. You have to fire people, you know. You have to send them home. Like, sorry, business not doing well.
Yeah, it's ugly.
Yeah, that is the sad thing about having a business, you know, like recruiting people, and then this point you have to send them home is like, yeah, that is the worst thing. Like, you never want to send somebody home, you know, especially, you always try to do the best for them, you know.
Yeah, you feel responsible for them and their families.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, that was that was the worst. And it is what it is, you know, like you just have to keep on moving and try to do the best.
If you were to say 3 of the biggest challenges that you've had to overcome, I know you spoke about a tough childhood, you know, and being without a father figure. Would you say that would form part of the challenges, right?
Yeah.
What are the other? What would you describe another 2 as being?
What the biggest challenge is?
Yeah.
The biggest challenge right now, what I dealing with, you know, like
Yeah.
I told you about my family, you know, that is because right now that is my time. Try to, you know, nesting.
Yeah.
Try to build that secure environment for my family.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of right now, you know. And nothing else matter. Like right now. I want to be focused on doing that, like try to give the best for my family. And
Indonesian surfing. The future's looking bright based on what I can see, the amount of board riders
yes,
that are happening up and down the coast, the events that I've seen while I've been here. There's some young up-and-coming grassroots talent, right?
yes, so much.
We're going to see more Indonesian surfers out there.
Definitely, you will. Yeah, yeah. The generation is, gotta be careful. They're all ripping. They're all like really in a good, shape, and they're ready to kill everybody on the tour. On the tour.
It's pretty amazing, though, to be a part and to be able to say that you've been a support of the local board riders, and in your small way, you're helping these youngsters by putting on these events, by being at the events, by sponsoring the events. You're helping them on their way to hopefully a brighter future in the surfing world.
Yes. Yeah, I guess, like you live in this life, you have to do, you want to do good things. It's like you do good things will come to you,
Mm-hmm.
That's why, like, yeah. And supporting them is like really, really good to see them, especially now. You can tell, like, they're all ripped, like, like.
Do you feel that you have to do double the good things now because of the naughty things you did back then?
I think
So they don't come back for you.
Well, I guess that is the part that I'm scared of, like, wow, what something gonna come up to me, like what I've done, like.
But what you've done in terms of being able to recognize the things that went wrong for you from a young age, not so much by your own doing, but were thrust upon you by peers who weren't maybe supportive, maybe a family life that you would have chosen differently. Thankfully, you had your mom as a rock, a support, and she really is the one who's instilled in you this wantonness to provide a better life for your family, and not only for your family, but for your community. And for that, I applaud you, and I say the world needs more people who are cognitive of the fact that we can learn from the past. Yes, we're still going to make mistakes, but it's how the decisions that we make now that matter, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
So I must just say, Akung, thank you very much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure to get to know you, to get to know your community, to get to know your family, and we wish you every bit of success from VOST. We thank you for being the ambassador that you are, upstanding businessman and community hero.
Thank you. Thank you for everything.
Yeah.
Get to know you, to be explaining with my broken English.
There's been nothing wrong with the English. Nothing wrong.
And yeah, I'm a blessed person.
Yeah. And if you're anywhere near Seminyak, Legian, check out Switch Sandwiches. The link's right here, right now. Go give them some love on Instagram. Watch Akung in the water. Watch his surfing. Get down, support the local board riders if you can. Buy some sandwiches from Switch. And that's it, bro. We're done. It's a wrap. Thank you very much.
Thank you.